Hey, this is Chris from Parlet Software here to show you an update on Cosmic Trading Crew. If you're not familiar with Cosmic Trading Crew, it's a game where you're going to work together as a team. You're all crew members aboard a spaceship, and you're going to be solving mini games, traveling the galaxy, trading goods, and performing quests for people. So what I have here is I'm logged in as the captain over here on the left side. So the captain logs in. Usually it's an adult. And then you're going to have two kids logged in from their own devices. So I have two tablets here. One kid is already logged in up here, and then I'm going to log in down here. To log in, I, as the captain, just find out the ship code up here, and it randomly generates it, so NZZJ. So I'm going to do join crew down here. My name is Navi the Navigator, and so I'm going to do NZZJ. Great, so now I'm logged in here as the navigator. So I have a pilot up top here, I have the navigator down bottom, and I have the captain over on the left side. Now as the captain, I have a bunch more options over here. One of the new things that I've done is we've made it so it's a much simpler interface for the crew members. Now you can make this complex or simple. It asks you when you first create a captain whether you want to be complex or simple, and there's some options here in the options menu down on the bottom. So you can actually change this if you want to change it to be more complex if you have older children, for example. But let's say I have really young children. I don't want to give them a ton of options, and so what happens is I've made it so the pilot, when they're logged in, they only see the cargo. That's what they see until we get into a minigame, and the navigator sees this galaxy map. And you can also tell the color on the right side here has changed, so you can tell who is the captain is red, the pilot is green, and the navigator is purple. So for example, if I do swap crew, if my kids want to switch the roles, I can, as the captain, can do swap crew, and now it switches them back, right? So now the navigator's up top here, and the pilot's down bottom, so they can switch. So the navigator can, scroll around here on the galaxy map. They can see what little sectors there are, what connections they have. We can also see the faction points. So we've earned some faction points with these different factions, Fed Space or Klingon or Ferengi. So now we can, perform some quests and get some faction points from them. All right, so I, as the captain over here, let's say I want to see what quests we have. I'm going to click on my quest screen. You can see there's a quest I already have in my that we've been assigned to do. So this is a delivery quest. I need to deliver 2 fuel to Robert Flay at Station Parlet HQ in Sector 2. And we'll earn 250 credits and 1 Fed Space faction point from performing this quest. So I'm the captain. I'm going to say, all right, pilot, how much fuel do we already have? We need 2. The pilot looks over here and says, okay, we have 1 fuel. So you can see there's an image of the fuel now instead of just text. Say, all right, we have 1 fuel, so we need to buy 1 more. All right, so now the crew, we know, hey, we got to get to Sector 2. So the navigator says, okay, there is a connection there from where we are. Great. So now we need to go to Sector 2. We need to get another fuel, and we need to deliver it to Robert Flay. All right, so let's go through this. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to click on Sector 2 as the captain, and so we can warp there. You can see the maze here is much simpler. It also has a grid lines and letters and numbers, sort of like a chessboard. So that way I can describe, if I'm the navigator, the navigators up here can see the whole map. The pilots down here, they can only see their ship and where they're going. So then the pilot would say, okay, I'm in A1 and I need to get to A5. All right, so the captain can see everything, right? So they can help out in case they need to help the crew members get to where they're going. But the pilot's the only one who can fly the ship, and the navigator's the only one who can see the map, aside from the captain. So the navigator would then say, okay, we need to go down 2, right 2, up 2, right 2, and then let's start with that. So I'm the pilot down here. I got my controls. I'm going to go down 2, right 2, up 2, right 2. Great. So now I'm in E1. Cool. So now I need to go down all the way to E5. All right, so let's go down to E5. All right, then we need to go left 2, down 2, left 2, up 2. All right, so we go left 2, down 2, left 2, up 2. Great. And we just did it. It's great. So now the captain says, all right, we can exit the maze, and we'll come out in Sector 2. So now we're in Sector 2, which is where our quest was. So now we need to land at the station, Parlet HQ. So I'm going to go to Parlet HQ. And you can see now there's actually different symbols here. The complex mode has some harder symbols to describe. These are a little easier to describe for smaller children, right? So that way the captain has the 4 symbols that we need to describe. The navigator up here at the top has a mapping of which letters they are, and the pilot's going to put those in. So the captain would say, all right, we have a lightning bolt, and the navigator would say, all right, the lightning bolt is a B. So I'm going to put the B in here. Great. So the captain says, all right, next one's a carrot, and the navigator says, all right, let's find the carrot. Carrot is a letter S, so the pilot puts in a letter S. Over here we have a book, a purple book. So we're going to go up here, we find the purple book, that's an X. So they tell the pilot, all right, that's an X, so let's put that in. And then the next one is a red X, right? So the red X looks like it's a letter Q. So we're going to put in letter Q. All right, let's go ahead and submit it. Perfect, we did it. We got the code accepted. So now we're going to dock at the station. All right, so now we're docked at the station. We have a shop and we can meet some people. So the shop, you can see we can buy some fuel, we can buy some medicine, and we can buy some headphones. So let's, we do need one more fuel, right, to finish our quest. So let's go ahead and buy the fuel over here. So we're going to buy some fuel. And so now we can see we have enough fuel. Now let's go over to people. We can find Bobby Flay. It looks like Robert Flay here. We can say hello. Cool. He says, hey there, my name is Robert Flay. We can say, all right, well, we have a quest for you. So let's go ahead and complete this quest. And he says, hey, thanks for the delivery of 2 fuel. Here's your reward of 250 credits. And you also receive 1 FedSpace faction point. Great. So now we got some extra credits so we can buy some things. And we have some faction points because we helped out somebody from FedSpace. The other thing we can do is we can ask for a new quest. So I can come up here and say, let's ask for a quest here from Robert Flay. He says, oh yeah, I have a quest for you. I need you to make a delivery. My friend Tom Ace lives at the station named Stardock in Sector 1. Can you deliver 2 fuel to them? I'll pay you 225 credits and 1 Ferengi faction point. Cool, so now we have a new quest. So now, as we're going around the galaxy, we need to get some more fuel. So I can look at my quests here and I can see, yep, we got to deliver some fuel to Tom Ace in Sector 1. Cool, so now we're going along and we can basically, keep doing all these missions and go around helping out some of our friends here that we meet around the galaxy. One other thing I'm going to show you here, I'm going to go back to Sector 1. So real quick, we're going to, one nice thing here too, I'll show you. So I'm currently the captain over on the left side here. And if I really need to, if we're struggling with the kids here, I can switch to pilot view. And so that way I can actually control from here. So I can actually, if I need to just kind of take control, I can go ahead and take control and we can finish this out, right? Or if you only have one kid logged in, you may need to switch over to pilot view so that you can kind of do it. But one thing I'll show here is landing on a planet. So there's not much to do on the planets, but we've added a few in here. So let's land on planet Earth here in Sector 1. So what happens is now we have, it's basically a game of Simon. And so the pilot can actually put in the guesses and the navigator can actually click on the play pattern to actually hear what the pattern is, right? Let's turn up the volume here. All right, so let's play it again. All right, so the pattern is 3, 2, 3, 4. So the navigator needs to tell the pilot, all right, enter in 3, 2, 3, 4. So here we go. Let's try it. So when I start it, I'm going to do 3, 2. Now, if I put in the wrong one, you can see they're kind of telling me the right ones as we go. If I put in the wrong one, it's like, whoops, cancel it out. All right, we got to start over. So 3, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, great. So we did it and we entered the code in. Now we can land on the planet again. There's not much to do here, but it's one of the next things that we'll be adding in here. So hopefully you see, the benefit of having these mini games where all the crew needs to work together. They need to help each other. Some people have some information, other people have other information, and you can all help each other and work together to solve these quests, to help out people that you meet, to land on planets. You'll have colonies and explore the galaxy, find new sectors, buy goods and sell goods and trade. So this was fun for the whole family, and we'll definitely keep you posted on any new features that come around with Cosmic Trading Crew.